Hey everyone, Benny here and welcome back to another video. If you've not seen on my Discord server, which you should join by the way, I've decided to switch my channel to more tech related content, so that should explain this video. Anyways, today marks the first episode of a new series I'm going to do on this channel, simply named OS Overview. This is really self-explanatory. We're going to take a look at different operating systems and give them a little review out of 10 based on productivity, compatibility, design, performance/stability, and how good they would be as a daily driver OS in 2022. I'm going to start off this series by reviewing home Windows operating systems, mostly in order because that's just how I roll. So today we're going to start off by looking at Windows 1.0, created in 1985, but more specifically version 1.04, created in 1987, with its successor Windows 2.0 releasing later the same year. 1.04 is the latest version of Windows 1.0, in my opinion the least buggy, and also contains the most hardware support, which at least meets the requirements of the application I'm using for this sandbox environment, 86box. Windows 1.0 is more of an operating environment than an operating system, but it's safe to place under the OS category. In order to run this, we need MS-DOS, which is Microsoft's disk operating system product. As you can see here, I'm installing MS-DOS 5, a version compatible with Windows 1.04. Anyways, enough of me rambling, let's get to it. Alright, so here we are in MS-DOS. Obviously it's not much, but yeah, this is what you get out of a disk operating system. So let's go ahead and type in var, and you can see we're on MS-DOS version 5.0. Now, obviously we're not on Windows right now, and that's because Windows is not installed. So we're going to install it because I want to go ahead and guide you all through the setup process. So if we go to A, this will put us onto the floppy drive, which is usually A by default. And then if we type in setup, it should load us into the setup in a second. There we go. So as you can see, setup prepares Microsoft Windows to run on your computer. It also helps you set up your disk in the most efficient way for starting Microsoft Windows, running Windows applications, and printing from Microsoft Windows. Obviously we won't be printing, so let's go ahead and continue by pressing C. And now setup will copy the Windows files to your hard disk. So we're gonna go with the default C:\Windows. There we go. And then here are the disks that we'll need. We'll need the setup disk, the build disk, the utilities disk, the font disk, the desktop applications disk, and the write program disk. We have all of these. These are all 5.25 inch 360 kilobyte floppy disks. On here they are virtual floppy disks, obviously because we're using an emulator. So yeah, let's press C to continue. Sorry, it's slow. Alright, there we go. So Microsoft needs to know what kind of keyboard you have. So we have a United Kingdom keyboard, so we can type in 24, then enter. And then what pointing device do we have? I actually have a bus serial mouse connected on here. So there we go. And then I'm using an EGA adapter in this emulator, so we'll go ahead and go with Enhanced Graphics Adapter EGA. Oh wait, no, we don't want a monochrome display. We'll go with EGA more than 64K with an enhanced color display. And there we go. Setup is copying files from the setup disk to the C Windows directory. Now, this will be a very slow process, but while it does this, I'm going to go ahead and give you all the specs, if you're interested, of this virtual machine. Oh wait, build disk. Okay, there we go. So we're actually using an Intel 8088, not actually, obviously. Okay, it's a virtual machine, but we are virtualizing using a Intel 88 processor, 320 kilobytes of RAM, and a 10 megabyte hard drive, which pretty much meets the Windows system requirements. I think it's like the recommended requirements, except for the 10 megabyte hard drive. That is huge for this, but it's supported, so yeah. And it was pretty much the smallest hard drive I could put on here. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and get us through the boring setup floppy disk part of setup, and I will be with you in a few seconds. So here it asks if we want to use our printer or plotter. Obviously we don't have one, but if we press yes, it will put us through a setup like that. So at least it has compatibility for printers, that's pretty cool. Alright, and there we go. Microsoft Windows is set up to operate on your computer. You are now in the Windows directory. So basically, to launch Microsoft Windows, you have to go into the directory which you installed Windows in. For us, it's C Windows, and then we just type in Win, press enter, and there we go. Microsoft Windows version 1.04. What a boot screen. That is next generation. Okay, here we go. So we've got a mouse, and we have, oh, there we go, everything's loading in. Okay, so here we go, as you can see up there, it's named MS-DOS Executive. I don't know why they called it that. I guess Windows was designed to be like a premium version of MS-DOS, so just like an easier way to use your computer. I don't know, but yeah, so if we go up here and go to, oh god, this is very laggy. Okay, let's go to About, and if we give it a second, there we go. Microsoft Windows version 1.04, and you can see there's a lot of disk space free. But as for memory, out of the 320 kilobytes we've got, this is recommended RAM, by the way. We only have 72 kilobytes left. So let's hope we don't load up any RAM eating programs. So let's go ahead and take a look around. So honestly, this is just pretty much your average file explorer. If we press backspace, we can just go into the root C drive and look at things like autoexec, command. There you go. You can take a look at your DOS install right there. But we're gonna go in Windows because that's where everything is. So pif, I'm pretty sure is just like, I don't know actually. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look. So here we got abc.txt, which txt extensions seem to open up in Notepad, and this is the contents of the file abc.txt. Very interesting. Let's go ahead and turn that back off. Oh god, this is taking ages. Okay, we've got calc.exe, which you can probably guess is calculator. And it comes with a top of the line calculator where you can calculate whatever you want. 123 times by 420, because we're just funny like that. Okay, equals 51,660. That is pretty cool. Very next generation. So let's close that off. Take a look at what else we have here. We have calendar. Okay, so this is a pretty cool program. I've seen this before. Jesus Christ, it's taking time. Oh god, someone's joining outside. Thank you for interrupting my video. Okay, so this is a pretty cool program. I guess it's very helpful. Obviously, for some reason it says that we're on the 1st of January 1980. That is probably not the case. I mean, I'd hope so. Oh, December 2099. Well, we're not that far back, but we're not that far forward either. 15th, there we go. And that is today. So for me right now, it is 5 p.m. So let's say, I don't know, record video, edit video, upload video. So if we can get that done by 7 p.m. actually, then that would be pretty sick. Let's go ahead and save it, which shows you this very basic save prompt. This is the save prompt that is in every default Windows 1.0 program. So we'll save this as video schedule. There we go. Save. Not a valid file name. Alright, yeah, this reminds me. Unfortunately, there was a very huge limit on character limit on file saving, so we'll just name it video. And there we go. Video.cal. Let's go ahead and exit out of that. And Give it a minute to load back up again. Okay, there we go. So next up we have cardfile.exe. Let's go ahead and load that up. It doesn't seem to really be performing that well. It seems to be very, very slow. But we haven't witnessed any crashes yet, so that's okay. What's cardfile about? Is this like a card maker ad? What the hell does this do? Oh yeah, we don't want to add anything. Okay. This is a card. And then let's just save that as card. Okay. Card.crd. What a name. Okay, let's go ahead and try another one. Clipboard. I'm assuming that is. Clipboard is empty. That is a good program. I'm assuming that's for like copying and pasting things. Next we have clock, which is quite obviously a clock. Right now it is showing, I think, 12:14. Well, I can tell you one thing, it's not 12:14 right now. We're like 5 hours behind here for some reason. Alright then. Let's take a look at control.exe. Take your time. Oh, this is the control panel. Okay, this is sick. Yeah, so for some reason it thinks from midnight. Let's go ahead and change that up a bit. I'll try though, it's very slow. Cursor blink and double click. Okay, that's fine. Installation, you can add new printers and add fonts. For setup, you can set up connections, printer and a communication port. Preferences, you can change your screen colors, your mouse, and your country settings. I think my country settings are set to the UK. Hopefully they are. I mean, I literally just specified that I used a UK keyboard in setup, but oh, it's taking its time, isn't it? Jesus. Okay, yeah, that seems to be good. Oh yeah, it actually does have UK settings and accurate as well. All right, let's go back to preferences. What is a mouse? Oh, right, swapping your left and right mouse buttons. Who would do that? That's disgusting. Okay, screen colors. I think this is where you can customize your desktop. Oh god, those colors are not having a good time loading in. Alright, there we go. Window background, let's make it pink for the funnies. I can't actually see it pink, but I'm assuming that will turn pink. I don't know what it just did. Oh well. Yeah, I don't think it changed. I think it's having a bit of a moment. Alright, next is, alright, they are font files. Let's do this.txt. I think this is another preview file coming with Windows. To do. Shop for new suit, priority B. Phone dentist, priority C. Take car in for tune-up, priority H. Call piano tuner. People tune pianos? The hell? ms-dos.exe, because there's more font files. I think this is just literally MS-DOS Executive, however, I don't know. Yeah, it's literally just MS-DOS Executive, and I have way too little RAM to be running both of two MS-DOS Executives. Okay, next is Notepad. I mean, we've literally been on Notepad before, but yeah, this is Notepad, pretty cool. This is a Notepad document. Wait, no, this is a written in Notepad. Oh, and also oh, what's going on here? I'm not typing anything. Oh, it's telling you to subscribe to Xpennies. I mean, I guess you should do that. Or I will eat you. Oh god, guys, you have to subscribe right now. Uh-oh. Call it sub to Xpennies. That, wow. Tab to just close it instantly instead of like having to click and go in this menu, it like takes like 10 years to load and doesn't even load up half the time. Oh, and next, everyone's favorite, Paint.exe. This is Microsoft Paint, first version, basically. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Oh god, this is not having a fun time, is it? Oh no. I have doubts on if it's even gonna load. Oh, it's still loading. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's do. Oh god, I don't think it wants to. Jesus Christ. This performance is horrible. Oh no. I swear I tried 10 years ago. There we go. Let's try and do a smiley face and wait for it to register. Oh, right. Looks like it's gonna be a dirt face. Not much I can do about that. Let's just put. I can't even put anything. Derp. And then I'll click on save now. Give it like 2 years. Alright. Next up we got practice.write, and I think this is a write file for Microsoft Write, which is like WordPad essentially. Because I know it's not Word, because I don't even know if Microsoft Office existed then, but if it did, it wouldn't be that because, yeah, and WordPad's a thing, so it might. I think Write was WordPad. I don't know. Okay. Okay, Write seems to really like RAM for its breakfast, so this is not going to be very good. Doesn't even seem to be loading the file. Oh, there we go. Murphy and Allen Realtors. 11950 16th Avenue, East Seattle, Washington. Okay, this is just a huge document, like no one's gonna read. I mean, there's no way I'm reading it with this lag. And like I said, this is Windows 1.0's recommended settings, so the fact it's lagging this much isn't very good. There's readme.txt. Thankfully, we can use Notepad. Notepad doesn't eat your RAM, so we shouldn't have a problem with this. Or it could just be a huge text file. Either works. Alright. Oh, it's just telling you about Windows 1.04's pretty much bug fix update, I guess. And all the changes since 1.03. Okay. Oh, next up is the world famous Reversi. So this is like the only game packaged with Windows, and I have still no idea how to play Reversi, so let's just go ahead and try and have a game. Alright, there we go. There is our game of Reversi. We lost by 24. And we're playing on beginner mode. That is embarrassing. Right then. Well, that was pretty boring. Okay, fonts. Okay, we've got spooler.exe. I have no idea what this is actually. No print is connected, right? So it's a printing program. Terminal.exe. What's this, like MS-DOS prompt inside of Windows? I wouldn't think that though. Yeah, connect. Yeah, I think this is like a way to connect to like computers and that. Alright, that's fine. Sub2me.txt, we already know what that is. More fonts. Win.com and win.ini. I think these are like the files used to boot up Windows 1.0, so you would not want to get rid of them. And then I think everything. Okay, yeah, here, right. This is the final application we need to take a look at. We've already taken a look at it. It's killed my RAM, but we'll try and take a short look at it. You know, we survived Paint. We can survive Write. Right? Okay, so here we are. It still seems to be okay. There we go. So this is a Write document. That took a while, but alright. File. Save. And it's now loading the most basic program ever, the save prompt. I will just call it write doc. Save. And then it say, oh, you can actually put it in Microsoft Word format or text only, and you can make a backup. That's pretty cool. What if like all the RAM just goes to that character counter down there? That would be embarrassing. Okay, there we go. Write doc dot write. So let's just turn this back off now when it decides it wants to turn off. Oh. Yeah. Oh god, this is so bad. Still not loading anything. Right, there we go. So we got on here, we've got special, view, and file. And also you can take a look at other drives. I forgot to mention this earlier. You can take a look at other drives. See, this is the write floppy disk for Windows installation. And yeah, another thing we take a look at is it does come with some good compatibility though, because you can actually run things like, let's try running help.exe. This is the MS-DOS 5 help program. We can actually run DOS programs from inside of Windows and they'll run in a special, oh, yeah, it's fine. And it'll run in a special DOS container mode, right, like this. And I mean, that's pretty cool that it actually does this. So yeah, you can just really, you know, take a look at everything. And yeah, I don't know how to get out of it. I think, oh. There we go. Yeah, so it does come with some good DOS compatibility. Again, it's probably slower because it's on Windows and running over Windows, where you could literally just switch back to DOS, but anyhow, it's good for user convenience. And yeah, so there we go. We've really reviewed every main feature in Windows 1.0, also known here as MS-DOS Executive. Time for the reviewing. So, first of all, performance and stability. So obviously, we've really just looked at, you know, the operating system, and the performance wasn't really that good, not gonna lie. I have run it at, you know, recommended requirements for both DOS and Windows 1.0. I've given it more hard disk space than it needs to, but I don't think that would really affect much. But I don't know. If it does, do let me know down below, and I'll try to run it again and see if that really was the case. But honestly, in terms of stability, it was okay. But in terms of performance, it was really slow. Like if we go ahead and just try loading up the About Windows thing again, you can see that it does take like a good few seconds to load up, and I don't know. There's a very low amount of memory free as well. Windows seems to really like holding memory, so I don't think the recommended system requirements are very accurate. So in terms of performance and stability, I'm gonna give it about a 3. It's stable, but it's not fast, and it eats RAM worse than Chrome would. Next up is productivity. Honestly, with the built-in programs, it would make a pretty productive operating system. You know, it comes with card file, calendar, write. Honestly, things like calendar, we can just write in at certain times, like things you do. I think that I would honestly like that, and the fact it comes in with built-in write, you can actually change like the font and the boldness and that of the text. I actually forgot to mention that earlier. Is good. Obviously, Office desktops, they're they're kind of capable, but not very capable. So maybe they wouldn't be good at running the operating system, but in terms of the programs, I think they do well. Um, as long as you delete reversely, I think it'd be a good business operating system. So in terms of productivity, I'm gonna give it a solid, let's say it's an 8. I mean, it is pretty good. So yeah. Next up is compatibility. Does it support a lot of programs? Instant yes. It supports DOS. You can run it in a DOS environment on Windows, even though it's literally like built on top of DOS. I guess that would make it easier, but I don't know what I'm about. You can run DOS programs from inside of Windows, which is cool. And you can also, there's a lot of exe programs you can run, and it supports a lot of file extensions such as CRD, RAI. I'm assuming Doc would work, which is Microsoft Word's original format. Um, I think I already said TXT, but yeah, EXE, which is the main format, and MSP for Paint. There's a lot of file extensions which it has. I mean, there's even more down here. It's like bin, OVL, GRB, mod, PIF. There's a lot. So in terms of compatibility, I'm gonna give it and again an 8. Very good. Obviously, in terms of trying to get other programs, nowadays there probably wouldn't be a lot of programs that support Windows 1, if any at all. So yeah. In terms of design, for an 80s program, I wouldn't consider it very, very basic, but I would still consider it somewhat basic. You know, it's just a couple of colors and a white screen with black text telling you, your programs, which is good. It makes things easy, doesn't make things too cluttered. I just don't like how the programs are just text and, you just have to, scroll through like a list of programs like that. Like, it sometimes confuses me. However, it is good that you can, view it in like an alphabetical order, and I think you can actually change the order up here. Yeah, you can view it by name, by date, by size, and by kind, which is pretty cool. And yeah, so in terms of design, I will give it about a 5. As a daily driver operating system, instantly probably at 3, okay? It's good for like putting down documents and stuff, but if you want to get them sent over, obviously this won't be good for 2022. Not taking into account the hardware you'd need to get this running, it would not run a modern hardware whatsoever. Um, not taking into account all of that, saying this would run, it would just be not very good. You can write documents and save a lot of things, which is cool, but that's about it. So it'd only be usable if you were just using a computer to store down basic documents and stuff. So as for that, I'm gonna give it like a 3. So yeah. So overall, I think I'll give this operating system a 5 out of 10. It's not too great, but it gets the job done if you're looking for basic like document saving and that. And assuming you have enough RAM as well, because Jesus Christ does this thing eat RAM. Running ROM one program was hell. I can't imagine what it'd be like if I was to run like 2 or more programs. And yeah, so again, it's very basic. A bit inconvenient though. I've just found out it's pretty inconvenient because there's not like a clock or anything at the bottom, like part of the screen to look at like you would now, like any desktop. But yeah, so that's it for this Windows 1 overview, review, installation, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so thank you for watching. If you did like this, do let me know. Subscribe, like, dislike, and unsubscribe if you're already subscribed if you didn't like it. I know I can't see dislikes anymore, but I don't know. It could come back. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for watching. Give me some feedback on this video if you liked it or not below, and possibly join my Discord server because I want it to be a lot more active, and I'm planning on being a lot more active there. So yeah, you can come over and ask me some questions maybe. And yeah, so thank you for watching and peace out.